You know how people make such hay of when the Lord God himself, when he said, love your neighbor as yourself. Everybody kind of takes that as like permission to love yourself.
Yeah.
So what they say is, in order to love your neighbor, you have to love yourself
That's right.
first. Now, I've always taken that verse to mean more like, hey, you know how much you're into yourself? Maybe you should try being into other people as much as you're into yourself. I like to think of Jesus as more of a sardonic kind of guy. It finally occurred to me that really probably the actual truth of it is that when you think about the idea of loving yourself, it's not about like, and sure, these things are important that I'm about to say, accepting yourself and, you know, not beating yourself up, feeling guilty all the time, like, oh, I should be doing more, I should be doing better. These are things I struggle with, so I'm not going to say, you know. But what I'm saying is, when you say that you love someone else, that means that you're putting their needs ahead of your own.
Yeah.
So if you love yourself, you are putting your needs ahead of your own. But what does that mean? I think that means, like for me in my own life, for example, if I get to the end of the night, we get the kids down for bed, I have a choice. Do I love myself by getting in bed immediately, not snacking a bunch, and feeling much better in the morning, having a fresh start to the day? Or do I do what I want to do in the moment, the selfish thing, which is snack on stuff, sit down, accidentally stay up till 11, and then not get enough sleep the next day?
Which is what you need. You know what I mean? But then like what you really need is something else.
I could justify and say, you know what, I need some me time.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do. You know what I mean? But as a habit, as a goal in your life, the point should be, what can I do for future me? How can I love the future version of myself? What are the decisions I can make now that are going to benefit future me? Maybe I should spend some time learning something. Maybe I should spend more time exercising or eating healthy or just getting more rest. I'm not depriving myself when I get in bed immediately and miss out on a few hours that maybe I could have enjoyed at the end of the night. It's better for me to make a decision that when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you know what? Did I get to play a little Slay the Spire at the end of last night? Nope. But you know what? I feel so much better today. Thank you, Past Josh. Thank you for doing that for me.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. I did think of it the same way as you, like Jesus saying, like kind of almost being like, not sarcastic, but you know what I mean? Like, but that's an interesting perspective on that.
People love that verse.
Yeah.
They love to feel like, oh, good, I can love myself. Get over yourself.
These kinds of comments that like that comment, there will be comments below that are like, nah, these guys are just too harsh. Like they're just.
Look, that's what makes sense to me. Okay, that's my truth.